Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video. The juice does not stop coming. It started with XQC, Effect, OGE, Fissure, Kyky. Many more players hopped in. The Dallas Fuel, LA Gladiators, oh my god. They're going at it on Twitter, guys. Absolutely insane. We're going to be looking at all the crazy drama that happened overnight. After that, then obviously we're going to take a look at the games from yesterday. We had some blowouts, but the last set, Dallas Fuel, Seoul Dynasty, it was a really good one. And speaking of the set, guys, if you want to see my live reaction to that match, I uploaded a video on my second channel. The link will be down in the description and the comments. And trust me, guys, I was going absolutely insane watching it. Not only was I analyzing it, but I was also just enjoying it as a fan, and I was super hyped. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as like the video, guys. Also, enter the giveaway, guys. I'm giving away 10 Overwatch League jerseys. It's absolutely easy to enter. Click the gleam.io link down below, like the video, subscribe, and you're in it. Now let's go ahead and begin this video with the juice, boys, because I know you want it. Oh my god, guys, it's actually crazy. So this is where it all started off with. XQC, he made this tweet after the Seoul Dynasty Dallas Fuel set. Dude, there's nothing more Effect can do, you know, a bunch of spam. Fissure responded and he said this: if you were near the Effect, it would be better than OGE. So it's kind of a bit hard to understand what Fissure is saying here, but from all the responses and just analyzing the whole entire Twitter conversations, it seems like he is saying that he thinks XQC is better than OGE. And then this is where it gets serious. You know, Kyky was just hanging out, sitting in his Dallas Fuel throne, and like the little rat he is, he smelled the juice from a mile away, and he hopped right onto his computer to make a response and slurp that juice up. Oh wait, did I just describe myself or Kyky? I'm more like a vulture, whatever. Anyways, Kyky said this: calm down with your childish online vendettas. At the end of the day, all of us are in the Overwatch League, are on the same team. Kyky, buddy, just stay out of it, dude. Just stay out of it. Why are you trying to beef with people online, dude? Like, just let the players go at it. You don't have to respond. Especially in this manner, dude. You're a coach. You're a head coach. It's like me, I can say and do whatever I want, guys. I'm just some YouTuber. Kyky is the head coach of the most popular team in the entire league. He can't come out and do things like this. Anyways, Fissure responded. He said this: I just told you the truth. Keep playing with boosted. Shame, lol. Then Fissure also tweeted this, asking you guys who is better, XQC or OGE, simply by skill. So this is what makes me think that that first tweet originally means, you know, he thinks XQC is better than OGE. Our boy TIS Robin 311, the guy who always translates stuff for us, he said this in response: I legit do not understand how you can call this childish when you know how boosting is taken seriously in Korea, especially in the professional eSports scene. This is directed at Kyky, and I kind of agree with him. I think Kyky should have just stayed out of this, really. And one other tweet by Seagull #1 fanboy, he said this: couldn't tell XQC publicly to calm down with his childish online vendettas, but have time to tell Fissure to stop being upset about boosting. This is a very well-rounded tweet. I completely agree with him. Like, come on, Kyky, just stay out of it, dude. You're the one being childish, hopping in and saying that type of stuff. So this is crazy, right, guys? Fissure going back and forth with Kyky. But don't worry, guys. This ain't all the juice. There is a ton more. About an hour after these tweets, Fissure tweeted at OGE, and they went back and forth on Twitter. Let's go ahead and check those out. So this is the first set of tweets from Fissure. He said this: you asked me by Twitter if I could speak to your face, and if you want to say something, you can come all the way to the Gladiators front room and say what you want to say. OGE, I will never like boosters. And at the very least, if you know what you did was to humiliate / make a mockery of other pro gamers, you should be sorry about it. I won't say anything more to OGE in the future, but if you have any self-awareness, at least be sorry for what you did. I'm ashamed that I PM'd you in words of support when I didn't know you were a booster. Damn, dude, this is savage from Fissure. He literally said, come to the LA Gladiators room, boy. Like he's about to fist fight him or something. He seriously went at OGE hard here. It really does show how much him and other Koreans hate boosters. OGE's response to Fissure: I know my wrongdoing, and I know regardless of the amount of money, I should not have done it even for 10 won. But I also think you don't know exactly what the situation was unless you were there. All of these past acts are my own faults, but I wonder if the way you're speaking out is the right way. So OGE is very apologetic for boosting, right? He apologized sincerely like 3 or 4 times in this tweet. But at the end, what he says to Fissure is that it seems like Fissure has a vendetta against him. Fissure responded: I'm not ashamed of what I'm saying. It's something I can absolutely say as a pro gamer, as a fellow Overwatch League player, and many players including me worked very hard on very little money before the league. It is true, I don't know the specifics of your situation, but did Recry and Architect refuse to boost when they were in uncomfortable financial situations? Everyone's having a hard time, but they knew that there are things you do and things you don't do. If anything, I think they were worse off than OGE was, not better. Lastly, I think you're looking for why I'm writing these tweets, implying that there's a personal vendetta, but you're misguided. I'm not randomly chastising. Amy, who is a former support for Runaway, said this as well. I wanted to be friends with OGE because we have a lot in common. And when you said you found a team, I really cheered for you. But if you say things like this when you know how people like us live day to day, you make us look stupid. Don't speak in this way. Alright, so this is all of the tweets that happened last night, guys. Insane juice. Crazy drama. But of course, this isn't it. I went back on Twitter, I did my research, I double checked to make sure there wasn't anything I missed, and I just found this, guys. It seems like in those very original tweets with Kyky, OGE, Fissure, OGE tweeted out many things, but we didn't see them because he deleted them. Someone came forward though with a screenshot linking all of these tweets. This was right after Kyky's response. OGE said this to Fissure. So you play before with Booster? Sorry, my play suck bad. You can talk in studio. Company boss, wow. Fissure said, who, question mark. OGE said, OGE. Fissure said, question mark, win. OGE said, just I want honest please heart. Sorry, Booster OGE play too so bad. Me mistake so bad, so I will practice more. Then he deleted it. And Fissure responded saying, why did you delete it, OGE? LMAO. OGE just tagged people and said nothing. And then this is where Fissure asked, who do people think is better, XQC or OGE, simply by skill? OGE said one more thing. Booster can't talk, question mark, why? So I'm not too sure exactly why he deleted them. Maybe he was trying to bait something out of Fissure, saying that Fissure played with him or something. Like they were friends or they were, I have no idea what he's trying to do here, but he deleted them. Maybe he's just trying to get under his skin and piss him off. I don't know, man. Just very interesting overall. This drama is crazy. Fissure seriously not scared to speak out and say what he thinks. And we've seen how serious he is about boosting. Let's go ahead and play this clip. I showed it on my channel before, but for those of you who haven't seen it yet, this is exactly what Fissure thinks about boosters.
그리고 자꾸 씨발 이거 이 오버워치 보고 그 대리점 새끼들이 이 방송 보고 있는지 모르겠는데 제발 씨발 족같은데 할 거면 그냥 가서 대리나 쳐 하세요 제발. 제발 푸신 쳐 와가지고 어떻게든 꼬추 비비려고 하지 말고 씨발. 대리점 새끼들 리그 오려고 하는 거 볼 때마다 짜증나 죽겠어. 제발 부러지 좀 마. 그냥 가서 대리나 해. 그러다가 너네 씨발 또 이제 할 거 없어가지고 인생 존나 망하겠지만. 아휴, 제발 좀 어떻게든 와가 리그 와가지고 뭐 하려고 하지 좀 마. 좀 짜증나니까. 지금 이 방송도 보지 마. 그냥 쳐 나가 제발.
Alright, so if you know Korean, you know what he said there. If you don't, here's the translation. I'm not sure if fucking account boosters are watching my stream right now, but you account boosters, you guys are fucking ridiculous. Just go and fucking boost accounts, please. Stop trying to be professional players and ruin the fucking league. It fucking pisses me off so fucking much whenever I see an account booster trying to come to Overwatch League. Just please stop doing that. Just go and fucking boost. I'm sure you guys will fuck up your life after getting bored of account boosting. Just please stop trying to come to Overwatch League and do something because it fucking triggers me. And also, please just fucking leave the stream right now. Get the fuck out. So from Fissure's own words, that's pretty much how he feels about boosters. He doesn't like them. He is completely against it. And his reasoning is very understandable. So overall, what do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think Kyky should have got involved? Do you think Fissure should be going so hard for OGE? Do you like how any player handled the situation? It's absolutely crazy. I love the juice. I need the juice. And let's go ahead and move on to the games from yesterday, guys. Starting off with the very first one, we had the Shanghai Dragons going up against the LA Gladiators. Going in, we didn't think the Shanghai Dragons would put up much of a fight. They still really didn't. Two of the maps were close. But LA Gladiators didn't have their full strength roster in there. It was cool to see Remix back, give him some playtime. Good for the LA Gladiators. Hydration was back. He split the maps with Silk Thread. They both had 2 each. And Surefour, damn, dude, this guy popped off. His stats in this match were absolutely bonkers. Crazier than effects were against the Shanghai Dragons last week. And I said that was the best individual performance so far of the league. I think Surefour just took the cake. He went 81-14 in this set, plus 67. He had 17 first kills in team fights and only 6 of the first deaths. If we look at the specific hero performances, he went 47-7 on Tracer, 28-7 on the Widowmaker, 6-0 on the McCree. So overall, just absolutely nutty statistics coming out from Surefour. And it probably was the best individual performance so far in the Overwatch League. Yes, it is against the Shanghai Dragons. Just like I said for Effect, it's still an individual performance in the league. And the guy, he just went absolute bananas. As I mentioned, Remix was in there, Silk Thread and Hydration, they split the playtime. We didn't see any Fissure, we didn't see any Asher. Probably their two best performers right now, and this is probably the reason why Blizzard World and Nepal were close. As for Temple of Anubis and Route 66, these two maps really weren't that close at all. LA Gladiators overall, they took it to the Shanghai Dragons, 4-0 victory. As for the Dragons, we did see Dia back. He had a decent game, probably the best performer on his team. Addo didn't really look that good on the Genji. Fearless on the Winston. I don't know. It's really hard to judge their players. Geguri, she looked decent, but overall, they kind of just got rolled over. And the only player who looked good at one point was Dia. So that was it for this set. Now let's move on to the second one, which was the LA Valiant and the San Francisco Shock. And this set was very interesting. I was going back and forth on whether I should pick Shock or whether I should pick Valiant, and the Valiant was definitely the right call. They took it to them, an easy 4-0 stomp. They did a lot of things in this set that I really liked. First of all, Space. He went 52-10 on D.Va in this set. That's ridiculous. He absolutely dominated, and I've been pretty firm in the past about saying that I think Envy mechanically is better than Space. Now, Space brings that right attitude and mentality to the team, where he's always positive no matter what, and he can bring them back from a bad situation. I value that a lot, and even more than mechanical skill. And his decision making in game is insane. He's always in the right spot, it seems like. It's only been a few games so far, but Space is looking really good on the D.Va, man. Now let's talk a little bit about Soon. We're wondering, how are they going to play Bunny? How are they going to play Soon? They're both really hard Tracer players, and we really haven't seen either of them flex off of it too much, other than a little bit of like McCree and Widowmaker for Soon. And that's exactly what we saw from Soon in this set. A lot of Widowmaker, a lot of McCree. And he looked damn good on it. He was hitting incredible shots on both McCree and Widowmaker. He seemed very experienced on both of them, which is good, but overall I'm still worried about the diversity. What happens when they go up against a team that really can handle a Widowmaker and really can handle a McCree? We're going to have to see Soon flex a little bit more. We'll have to see him play some Soldier and even maybe some Projectile. Because again, his scan isn't always going to be able to work. But overall, I was still super impressed with Soon's performance today. Really damn good. As for Bunny, he played pretty decent on the Tracer. It seemed like Space and Soon were racking up all of the kills, so he didn't have too much time to shine, but still looked pretty decent. Agilities did come in for Bunny on Ilios, and he looked really good on the Pharah. So it's not like the team lacks a projectile player. It's just when they're running Bunny and Soon, they could run into some trouble where they need a projectile player on that specific map. Overall, though they have agilities, he looked great on Ilios. He's just a really good projectile player overall. His potential is through the roof, and I got nothing but good things to say about the LA Valiant. They looked amazing in this set. And you guys are probably waiting for me to talk about the San Francisco Shock. Why did they lose so bad for the second time in a row? Now 0-8 in their last two matches. Well, it's kind of tough. Let's go ahead and start off with Architect. It's his Overwatch League debut. He is young and there's a lot of hype around him, specifically for his Genji, which I'm sure most of us expected him to play and combo with Sinatra on Tracer. Well, we didn't honestly get to see too much Genji. He was on Sombra most of the game, which doesn't make sense in my mind. Even on Ilios he was playing Sombra, which confuses me a little bit. Didn't you guys pick this guy up to play Genji, not Sombra? You already have Dante, who in my opinion, and probably a lot of your guys' opinion, is one of the best Sombras in the entire league. He has a ton of time on the Sombra, so why not just run Dante in on it? I get if you want to put Architect in there and give him some time, but if you're doing that, just run the Tracer Genji. That's definitely a big issue in this set in my opinion. The next one would be, where was Baby Bay? This was a set that was kind of dominated by Soon's Widowmaker and McCree. So why didn't you run the counter hit scan, put Baby Bay in there, and see if he could handle Soon? So overall, I think there was a few questionable decisions on the roster for the San Francisco Shock. They just looked really lackluster as a team. I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe it's because the team just looks completely brand new. They have Sinatra, Super, Architect, and Moth. 4 players are just coming into the Overwatch League. And when they started looking really good, was when Dante came out of his shell and completely popped off with Baby Bay in there, Nomi in there, and Dak in there. So this could be the issue. Maybe they're just putting too many new players in at once and the team is completely different. Synergy has been thrown off. That makes sense to me. So maybe there's just too many changes overall for the San Francisco Shock and they need to slow it down a bit. Yeah, overall, they just got wrecked at this match. And I stand by my prediction for tomorrow, guys. Friday the 13th, the Shanghai Dragons, they're going to beat the San Francisco Shock. Alright guys, now let's hop into the last set of the day, which was obviously the best one. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, and as Sideshow said on the broadcast, it seems like the Dallas Fuel always show up when they're against the Seoul Dynasty. So as I mentioned, this set was super close. Dallas Fuel, they surprised us. Effect, he had a really good set. Overall in Stage 3, he's performing like an absolute god. Definitely his best stage so far in the league, and if he keeps it up, the Dallas Fuel are definitely going to have a lot more close matches. We started off on Volskaya, which probably was the only map that wasn't super close in this set. Munchkin dominated on this map. Fleta looked really good on the Widowmaker. AKM really didn't do much on the Widowmaker. They also put him in on the Sombra a little bit. Maybe you put in Rascal on Volskaya instead of AKM. I know Widowmaker and Soldier can both be pretty good on this map, but overall I think the Genji and Sombra play that Rascal can provide is more valuable. So yeah, this map wasn't too close. Let's go to move on to Nabani, which was one of my favorites of this set. Because of that fight on first point when Seoul Dynasty was attacking and Dallas Fuel was defending, it lasted so long. Somehow the Dallas Fuel, they hung in there for like 2.5 minutes straight, buying so much time off the clock. It was definitely the defining moment of the set, because if they weren't able to do that, I think the Seoul Dynasty would have rolled over the Dallas Fuel on the second point, and therefore just rolled them over in the set 4-0 or 3-1. But AKM Soldier really did come in clutch there on the defense. He was doing consistent damage with effect, and they were really able to carry this map, tying it up 1-1 going on to Nepal. And in Nepal, Fleta, he looked like he was his old self, back from stage 1 when he was just killing everybody. He went 8-0 on the Widowmaker and 8-1 on McCree. So just to put that in perspective for you, he was really doing mad work. The Dallas Fuel, they managed to keep this map somewhat close. They picked up a round of their own. The ones they did lose, they lost pretty badly though. In Seoul Dynasty, they went up 2-1 in the set. And up until this point, it didn't really seem like the Dallas Fuel's tank line had much of an impact. It really was all DPS and support play for the Dallas Fuel. But luckily for them, on Route 66, Mickey came alive, posting up a 14-2 stat line, in my opinion carrying this map with effect, and forcing that game 5. And on Oasis, Mickey played great again. Those last 2 maps, Mickey came in clutch. Overall, I would like to have seen a way more consistent performance on the first 3 maps, but hey, he did show up and he performed on those last 2. As for effect, unfortunately, this was his worst map by far. He really wasn't able to get anything done, and regardless of that, it was still extremely close. One team fight on both rounds decided the win for Seoul Dynasty, and it was just absolutely crazy watching. One moment I thought Dallas was going to win, then I thought Seoul was going to win, then Dallas came back again, and then Seoul came back. It was incredible, guys. Really, go to my second channel, go to that link down below in the description, watch my live reaction. You won't regret it. It was hype. But Munchkin, he played really well on this map. He had a good Zarya performance, building up grabs really quickly on that second round, and they took the set. 3-2. Honestly, much closer than we expected it to be. And you got to give a lot of credit to Effect because he kept them in it. There were some individual performances on random maps by like Mickey, Rascal, AKM. But overall, Effect, very consistent performance through stage 3. And it really is just like how far can he take them right now. Let's talk a little bit about OGE. He looked decent. It seemed like his communication and teamwork was there with Effect at times. Still a little off, but maybe that's because he hasn't had too much time with the team yet. And I could see OGE, Effect, and Rascal being a really strong trio if they can nail down that communication and teamwork. But that'll be hard to do if you're still running AKM in there randomly. Putting AKM in there on Genji and Sombra is like, yeah, just put Rascal in. It doesn't make sense. Rascal's a really good Genji. He's a really good Sombra. And that'll start to build a synergy. As for Mickey, yeah, he did have those last 2 maps were really good. But what about the first 3? I still think if they went out and got a Korean Diva, they'd be in a much better spot. I can start to see the Dallas Fuel improving though. Maybe stage 4, if Effect keeps performing how he is right now, and they build up some teamwork, they can be a really good team going into stage 4. Obviously their playoff run is dead, but now there is maybe a chance for them to make top 4 in stage 4. I highly doubt it, but you never know. They could do it. Now let's talk a little bit about the Seoul Dynasty. Fleta, he went off. So far in this stage, he's looking great. He's playing like he was in stage 1, which is really good for Seoul Dynasty because in stage 2, they missed it a lot. Munchkin also, he looked really good in this set too. The DPS duo for Seoul Dynasty was popping off. Zephyr was in there for Zumba. Zumba has a wrist injury right now, so we won't be seeing him play for a week or so. And he did okay. Same with Miro, he also did okay. His Reinhardt and Oasis was nice. His Winston though, seemed like he was making a couple bad jumps here and there, similar to his stage 1 performance, so he needs to go back to his stage 2 self. Gambler got some playtime. It was interesting seeing him in there over Toby. I'm not sure if they're experimenting with him or if they actually think he is better than Toby. That's definitely something I'm going to keep my eye on. And yeah, overall this was a fun set to watch, guys. Dallas Fuel, I really wanted them to win at the end there. Unfortunately, they just weren't able to make it happen. It seemed like Effect swapped over to that Zarya. Either should have been on it a lot earlier or should have went Tracer at the end there. It was just a tough map to watch as a Dallas Fuel fan because they were so close, but they just made these small mistakes at the end and it didn't work out. And that was it for the set, guys, and that's also it for this video. Again, go to my second channel, link is down below, watch my live reaction. Subscribe to that channel, like the video, let me know what you think about those types of videos. If you really do enjoy it, maybe I'll post them on this channel. Who knows? But yeah, guys, like this video, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my second channel. Overwatch League content every single day. join the giveaway, follow my Twitch, you know the deal. Oh, and lastly, I was thinking about doing a viewing party on the Discord for the Los Angeles Valiant vs Dallas Fuel on Friday the 13th. Let me know if you guys want to do this. If so, we'll probably do it. The link to join the Discord is down below. Be sure you join. Really cool place to hang out and talk about the games. And that's basically it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.